Hello and welcome to Bali. For any of you joining me for the first time today, my name is Lucy. I'm currently backpacking around Southeast Asia with my fiance Calum and currently a few of our friends we've met along the way. As of my last video, we've been in Indonesia for about a week and a half now. We've been to the Gili Islands and the Nusa Islands as well. We've actually just traveled back a few days ago to mainland Bali where we spent a few days in Canggu. And today we have just arrived in Ubud. We have got the next 5 nights here and there is 5 of us staying. So we have decided to book ourselves a nice little villa. I found this one on Airbnb and I am just obsessed with it. For us, the main thing was that we just needed obviously enough room for all of us. There needed to be 3 separate bedrooms and a swimming pool was ideal, and luckily we managed to find one with all of that. I'm gonna leave the name of the villa on the screen so you guys can find it on Airbnb if you're ever coming here, but I'm gonna give you a little tour of the villa whilst it is clean, because I can imagine as of this evening it's gonna be an absolute shit pit with all of us living here, cooking here, staying here. So I thought I'd just get this out of the way now. So this is what the outside of the villa looks like with this beautiful, detailed, stunning Indonesian door. Through here, hello, we have got our own little sort of garden area out here, and then this is actually the front door to the villa. Coming inside, this is what the main section of the villa looks like. So we've got our little lounge area down here with a telly. It's actually a smart telly as well, which is so amazing. It means we can have a movie night, a huge dining table big enough for all of us, and a lovely little kitchen here. Liv has actually promised us she's going to make a lasagna, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Most important, no single-use plastic anymore because we have our own water filter.
Woohoo! Through here, this is the first bedroom. This is actually going to be our bedroom. All of the bedrooms are pretty much the same. It's just a double bed in a big room with air conditioning and, as I said, a little bathroom here. Coming out of our bedroom to our right, we've got our own balcony area overlooking our swimming pool. It is pretty tiny, but how cute is that down there? Couple of little seats out here to have your morning coffee overlooking the view. We've also got a nice little courtyard up here as well, which has, I don't know what you would call it. Hindu statue, there we go. And this is the view off of the balcony. Oh, it's just started to rain, so I'm going to take you back inside. Heading upstairs, there is 2 more bedrooms up here. There's another loungy area up here with a telly and a PlayStation 3. This is bedroom number 2. I don't really know if we've figured out the living arrangements yet with the bedrooms, but this is a 2nd bedroom. And then over here, there is a 3rd bedroom as well. But this is the main overview of our villa. I just love it. I think it's so cozy and we're going to have such a nice time over the next 5 nights. There is so much that we want to do and see here in Ubud. To be honest, in Canggu for the last few nights, we've just been chilling. We did a little bit of shopping. There was a really lovely little night market called Love Anchor, which was really close to where we were staying in our hostel, and that was really nice. We got a few pieces of jewellery from there. But other than that, we didn't really do a lot in Canggu, so we've decided to stay in Ubud because there is just more here to do. We've got a list of things such as the monkey forest, the rice fields, the water temple. We also want to do an ATV day out where we basically drive the quad bikes, which would be really fun, and we're also going to do a jewellery making class. So there's a lot going on in the next few days. Oh, I totally forgot to say, but when we were in Canggu as well, we also went to Waterbomb, which is a huge water park in Bali. It must be one of the biggest ones in Asia, to be honest. It was absolutely massive. It was really, really, really good fun. But yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do today. The weather has been really on and off this last week. Some days it's really nice weather, some days it's raining, some days it's just cloudy. But yeah, that is the current update of our Bali situation, and I hope to bring you along the ride for our next 5 days here in Ubud. Welcome to Bali. Enjoy! Good morning. It is the following morning. We are up bright and early. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Today we are actually going ATVing on the quad bikes, which should be really good, although it is a rainy day, or should I say another rainy day in Bali. We actually just got the contact to do this ATVing from the host of this Airbnb. We got them down from, I think originally he said like $99 for a double quad bike, and I got him down to 1 million Indonesian rupiah, which I think split between 2 people on each bike is only like £50?
That's £25 each.
Oh, there you go then, £25 each. That's a bargain. It's only a few hours long and I don't really know how the rain is going to affect the route today, but I'm going to take my GoPro and hope that maybe we can film on there and get some footage of the quad biking, but should be a good day. See you there. Ready to ATV?
Always.
Excited?
Yeah!
Surprisingly more busy than I thought it would be for a rainy day. Callum's had to buy some socks because he's got a new tattoo. So obviously we don't want the tattoo rubbing against wellies, so he had to buy socks for 25,000. Speaking of tattoos, maybe I should elaborate a little bit on this one. It was in a little cocktail bar called Enjoyyyy in Canggu, and they had an offer on where they were doing a cocktail and a tattoo for 200,000 rupiah, which is about £10. So we thought, why not? Let's do it. So Calum and I both ended up getting tattoos, and it looked a little something like this. Wow, it's a vibe. Big sleigh from the girls. Oh yeah, baby, our ride of the day. Whoa!
Why did you stop like that?
How was that?
That was so much fun!
Wasn't it? That was fucking amazing.
I love that.
So proud. We all had a little go driving in the end, and it was so good. Those waterfalls were amazing.
Yeah, and the puddles, it was so green.
It was so good, and honestly, I think it would have been amazing anyways, but on a rainy day,
It's fucking sick.
it was so good. Such a good use of 25 quid. So it is a new day in Bali. We are currently walking towards the Camp One.
It's the Ridge Walk in Ubud. People that know, people that don't, it's Camp Burhan.
I actually didn't even know that this place was a thing. One of the girls, Emily, that we're with, she really wanted to do it, and then we just woke up this morning and decided that we were going to do it today. Oh no, it says trekking. This way, trekking. That's never a good sign.
Fortunately as well for this walk, the weather's looking up. It's cloudy skies, but the last 3-4 days, maybe even a week.
Consistently for a week, hasn't it? It's been raining.
It's been absolutely tipping it down. So it's just felt like we've been at home, but fortunately having our little villa with everyone has been quite nice, because then you can just hide away from it, watch TV. But we don't really want to just be doing that in Bali, so.
We actually also have a jewellery making class booked for 4 p.m. today, which is only a couple of hours away. This was always something that we were going to do when we got to Ubud. It was something that a lot of our friends have done and really recommended doing. So the ring making class that we have booked is actually with a studio called Art Studio Ubud. It was one that some of our friends had used and they recommended it. It was also actually slightly cheaper than a lot of the other ones that I looked at. Most of the other ones were around 500,000 rupiah for a 2 to 3 hour class. You get 5 grams of silver included in that. But this one that we have booked was only 300,000, so that's a pretty big saving. That's about £10 we've saved. It's a 2-hour class, and it also has 5 grams of silver included as well. Oh my god, I'm so out of breath. Anyways, we are now doing a little uphill walk, so let's see what we find along the way. Bridge walk complete. It wasn't actually too bad in the end. It was just a lot of uphill walking. Just waiting for a grab now, and off we go to our jewellery making class. Hello. Hi. Hi. So is this the design you're going for then, Cal? Oh.
No, I might do this. Something like that. That's a snake with a tongue.
What's that one? Like a feature?
That's like a at.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Okay. Cool. This is my inspo, riding the wave of life. Okay, step number 1. 7.29. Need to get that down, otherwise we're paying extra. What's this? Are you hammering the design in?
Yeah, making a texture.
Woo!
The current situation.
My little wig. I mean, we're trying to engrave it, but I think it's a bit of a reach because my band is so thin.
Engrave something in it? Yeah.
You do it for me?
Yeah.
This darling angel has basically made the whole thing for me. Mine has been a work in progress and a bit of a challenge, but we're almost there. Whilst Liv has been hammering for the last 10 years. She's nearly there.
They're pretty.
Wow. Nice, girl.
Nice engraving in the back.
Bali 23.
Bali 23, baby.
So this is making my yin yang black, and then we polish it off and it stays in the dents. So what's this, Ellie?
A soap nut? It's a fruit. You just rub it and it goes all soapy.
You just put it in water and, well, you don't even need to put it in water, just put the brush in water and then rub it against the nut and then
It's so soapy.
it just goes all soapy like this. This is my yin yang. I went for texture on the top for the dark side and then shiny on the bottom for the light side and then a hole on the top and then the dent on the bottom. Obviously it's not perfect shape, but I'm happy with that.
Thank you, everyone. So we are back from our jewellery making session. How did you find it?
Good, it was really good fun. Such a perfect activity for like just a cloudy day.
And just a group activity. Like,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it would have been fun to do on our
It was really
own
fun.
anyway, but it was just so much better with a group of people and you're watching what they're doing and how their designs are going, and it was really, really good fun. I highly recommend doing a jewellery making class if you're in Bali. So this is my finished ring. I am so stoked with how it turned out. There was moments of doubt where I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get the right shape. I am literally so in love with the shape of this ring. It's perfect for what I wanted. And this is Calum's yin and yang ring.
What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing. All in all, a really good day. Tomorrow we have got a chauffeur driver for the day because there's 5 of us. It was just cheaper to split it between everyone. We are doing quite a big, busy list tomorrow. Tonight, I think we're just gonna shower off, have a little movie night and head to bed, but another day in Bali complete. See you tomorrow. Good morning. We've just arrived at the Monkey Forest, which is our first activity of the day. The tickets were way more expensive than I thought they were going to be. Online, I read that they were only 50,000, but in here we've just been charged 100,000 per person because it's a weekend today. But other than that, let's go see some monkeys.
Relaxing monkeys to the I like don't going anywhere. Does that stop you as well?
Just a word of advice, if you're ever coming to the monkey forest here in Ubud, or any monkey forest, do not bring a backpack. It's a little bit of common sense. The monkeys think that you've got important food or stuff in your backpack and they want it. We've already seen a handful of people whose backpacks have been jumped on and ripped open by the monkeys. So yeah, little word of advice, bring nothing. Just bring yourself and your phone. That's all you need. Okay, next activity, we've just arrived at a coffee tasting class. I don't really know what it's called, but coffee tasting. I hate coffee, so I'm not going to participate in this one, but Calum loves coffee, so he's going to thoroughly enjoy this.
Washing process, we add water several times and then become like this clean.
Oh, so that's the coffee bean?
Yeah, check the coffee inside. So the coffee actually has no contact with the poop. Try
Oh yeah?
it's not a bitter coffee. Yeah.
Not bitter?
Sour coffee.
Ah,
More sour.
more sour.
Ginger, to make a ginger tea. This one is curcuma, turmeric, mangosteen peel,
Oh wow.
lemongrass to make a lemongrass tea, and this is a Rosella hibiscus.
No,
It doesn't
I
taste
don't like
it.
avocado or coffee.
It doesn't taste it either. I'm not gonna lie.
Give it here then. I mean, it does taste of coffee.
So we've just tried the teas and the flavoured coffees. We had vanilla, ginseng, coconut, avocado, which was actually incredible. It was probably one of the best, and barley coffee, which isn't actually that nice at all. It's basically undissolved instant coffee. And then this is the Lawak coffee, which is a bit more sour apparently than normal coffee, but it's not as bitter.
It's nice. It's a bit sour.
Ooh. I wouldn't say it's that nice, but it does taste very different to normal coffee. But this is the coffee from the poo of the Lawak that you saw earlier.
Oh no, take
Bottoms up.
Third stop of the day, we are at the Tirtha Empul water temple. A temple that you get in the water and you get a blessing, and that's basically it. Also, the coffee tasting that Calum did a little while ago was actually free to do the coffee tasting.
Yeah, so it was free to do the coffee tasting, and all you have to pay for if you want it is the Lakur coffee.
No, the Lawak coffee.
Is the Lawak coffee.
Yeah, so that was 60,000. So you actually get to
65,000.
Oh, 65.
Yeah.
But you get to taste all the teas and the coffees for free. And this temple, for reference, is 50,000. The idea behind doing this ritual is to cleanse and clear yourself of impurities and sins in your past and create a more peaceful future for yourself. This ritual has been around for hundreds of years. The temple itself was built in 926 AD and it's dedicated to Vinshu, which is the Hindu god of water. So we've just been speaking to a local guide who has been doing the local touring in this temple for the last 5 years.
He's only 19 as well, so he started doing this when he was 14.
He basically said that he's going to talk us through every step of the ritual and what it means and what we need to do, starting with changing our clothes into the green sarongs that you see behind me. These sarongs that we've got on at the moment, these are not allowed to go in the water, so we have to change into some that you can wear in the water. And then hopefully he's going to guide us through each step of the way and tell us what we're doing. Before the cleansing ritual starts, you must first change into the correct sarong before doing a short meditation and giving an offering to ask as permission to begin the ritual and also show respect to the temple. The holy pool consists of 14 fountains. In the first section, the first few fountains are for general cleansing, in which you splash your face and then your hair 3 times before holding your head under the fountain for a few seconds and moving on to the next. At the end of the first section, there is a fountain for nightmares and finally one for wisdom. In the second section, there is a fountain to cleanse any confessions you wish to get off your chest, and then one for promises that you may have broken in your past. The final pool is one at which you can make wishes for your future, being careful not to be greedy with what you wish for. The ritual was actually very peaceful and calming, and both tourists and locals have been coming here to do this ritual for many, many years, as often as they feel they need to throughout the year.
My name is Raka. I'm 19 years old. I've been a tour guide in their temple for 5 years, and today I'm going to be guiding them to do the holy bathing ritual.
Just quickly, Raka, what are the brief steps as to what we did?
So first, you cannot use the front counter sarong to do the holy bathing ritual. So you have to bring your own sarong, or if not, you can rent another sarong, which is the green sarong from the rentals. After that, you'll need an offering to do meditation or prayers as a sign to make permission and also some respect to our temple. And after that, you can start doing the ritual by taking each of every single fountain. Not all of them, but some of them. There are 21 fountains in total, but you only take around like 14 of them because each of every single fountain, it has their own meaning and function. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Raka. It's been amazing. Just quickly as well, Raka, can I ask you on camera, how is your English so good and how did you learn your English?
Yeah, so I learned my English through YouTube. I learned it from school, but school doesn't provide me much. So back in days around like 7 or 6 years ago, I loved to watch a show called Hot Ones, where it's a show where people eating hot wings, they're doing an interview, and I just love to watch it whenever I have my lunch or dinner.
Who's your favorite episode of Hot Ones?
It was like Post Malone episode.
Post Malone.
Joji episode.
Thank you very much, Raka.
Your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. This always happens. Hello. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, hello. Just hold.
So our last stop of the day is this traditional Balinese dance. It's really funny, as you would have just seen in the clips, we came in and sat down, we got flooded by, I'm assuming, local Balinese people who wanted to get pictures with us, which was just so funny.
They were all sat around separately and then one of them was confident enough to ask us and then they all came down and surrounded us and got pictures of us.
Anyways, I'm just going to read off the sheet of paper that they gave us with the ticket because I actually don't know a lot about this dance. So this is called xxxx, that's probably pronounced wrong. It's the most unique Balinese dance which is not accompanied by any orchestra or gamelan but by a choir of 100 men, and it has its origin in an old ritual dance. This should be a really nice ending to the day. Looking forward to it. I forgot to mention, but the tickets to watch this Balinese dance were actually 150,000 rupiah per person, which is actually pretty expensive, and it was about an hour long. Today is our final day in Ubud and our final day in Bali before we head off tomorrow to start our Komodo boat trip. This morning we went to visit a waterfall for a little while. It was just one of many that we found on Google and it was really, really beautiful, but we only spent a short while there. But we have just arrived at Crater Ubud, which is something I've had on my bucket list for ages. When I knew we were coming to Bali, I've made a point of coming here. It's basically a beautiful beach club that overlooks the rice fields here in Ubud. We've just paid for our ticket. It was 50,000 per person for entry. There is of course food and drink inside as well if you wanted that, and you do have to pay more if you wanted a sunbed or a table. It's also a beautiful sunny day today. We've got blue skies and sunshine, which is an absolute result because I was really hoping if we left this till last we'd have nice weather, and we do, so it's perfect today. Let's see what it looks like inside.
Two hours later.
So we were inside Crater for an hour or two. We were going to grab some lunch, but understandably the lunch was very expensive in there. So we've just decided to come out and have a little look around the other attractions that they've got inside here. You can actually go down directly to the rice fields, which is where we're going now, to have a little look around. They also have one of the famous Bali swings here. It's very beautiful here, guys. The area is actually called Alas Haram, another thing that I've had on my list for Bali for absolutely ages, so I feel really blessed to finally be here, and it is just stunning. Take a look at this. our 1 week of activities in Ubud. We ended up having the most wholesome week in Bali. Bali as a whole has not been one of my favorite places, especially Canggu was definitely not one of my top places we've been. But we really did like Ubud, and there was honestly so much to do. We only had a week there, but I feel like we could have definitely done more activities if our budget could have stretched that far. If you're ever coming to Bali or coming to Ubud, I would definitely make a priority to do the jewelry making class. We absolutely loved it, and we've had so many compliments on our rings since. Personally, I would not go back to the monkey forest again, because I feel like after having traveled Asia for so long already, we have seen so many monkeys. We did not need to pay £5 to go in and see more monkeys. Anyways, if you did enjoy watching this video, then please make sure to leave a big thumbs up, a comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you haven't yet watched any of the other travel vlogs and you're watching this for the first time, click up here and it would take you to all of my other travel vlogs. I've been vlogging for 6 months straight, which I'm very proud of, so I really hope you guys can watch and support me. But yeah, that's all for this one, and I hope to see you very soon in the next one. Bye!